market makers. Catch markets at noon every trading day only on ET Now.
Hello and a very warm welcome to all of you to our special show focused on building and revamping the infrastructure. Bauma Con Expo India 2023 presents the future of nation building. Construction is a huge industry. Traditionally, a slow-moving and manual sector, construction industry of India is undergoing rapid changes with the changing times. Day by day, growing cities bring with them inevitable challenges related to the infrastructure, manufacturing and development sphere. Today's construction industry and its stakeholders have to confront all of these challenges, and with advancing innovation and technologies, this sector is transforming towards becoming more efficient, affordable and sustainable for the coming generations. The 6th edition of Bauma Con Expo India is an effort in the same direction. It is a platform that will bring together the key stakeholders, equipment manufacturers and construction companies and start the conversation about technology solutions for India's infra development, smart and sustainable. The 2023 edition of the International Construction Trade Fair will take place from January 31st to February 3rd at India Expo Center in Greater Noida in Uttar Pradesh. To understand further, I have with me distinguished panelists. I would like to start by introducing you with Bhupinder Singh, CEO, Bauma Con Expo India. We have with us Mr. Arvind Kumar Garg, Chairman, Bauma Con Expo India and Senior Vice President and Head Construction and Mining Machinery Business, L&T. We also have with us Mr. Dimitrov Krishnan, President, India Construction Equipment Manufacturers Association and MD of Volvo Construction Equipment India. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for joining us into this conversation. I would like to start by asking Mr. Singh with you that, we have seen new innovations come on board in the construction industry. Manufacturers are improving products and services. What, according to you, is the role of equipment technology in achieving infra development in India?
Thank you, Anuya, for having me first. It's a pleasure to be here. Infrastructure industry is the backbone of our economy. As you know, India has committed $1.4 trillion to the infra development and modernization. And I believe equipment and technologies are a very effective way to achieve that goal. To give you an example, recently NHAI made to Guinness, Book of Records. They accomplished a very special project in Maharashtra, which was a stretch of 75-kilometer road, which was constructed by NHAI in a record slightly over 100 hours time. Now, this was only possible because the equipment technologies and innovations came to support that idea. So we also have to be mindful that any infra investment has a multiplier effect on the economy. And that's why for a sustained, effective and frugal growth, equipment industry plays a very vital role there.
Mr. Garg, we have seen that, definitely it is uncontested that the construction industry is experiencing an era of rapid innovation and growth. If we talk of India, to what extent do construction projects across India use advanced equipment?
Thanks, Anuya, for having me here, and it's a very good question. If you really see, today India is at the forefront of construction. And to say here that the equipment that is being used by all the leading infra companies as well as the major contracting companies today is perhaps the latest that you have in the world. It is contemporary. It is something that is sometimes also path-breaking. For instance, if you look at the bullet train project that has been undertaken in India now, we are not only getting equipment which is the latest in the world for timely execution of the project, but also doing a lot of indigenization of equipment that is being used in the project for import substitution in line with the Honorable Prime Minister's drive for Atmanirbhar Bharat. Just to give you an example, Harsden and Tubro, the company that I come from, is actively engaged in constructing the project, and we are ahead of time. And not only are we ahead of time, major equipment like straddle carriers, girder transporters, etc. have been developed indigenously to replace equipment that would have otherwise come from developed economies. Similarly, you would have also seen that the company L&T has also done a project with the DRDO for construction of 3D printed houses and office buildings. So in the construction equipment industry, I would like to say that most of us today have the latest equipment in the world, because we all have principals who come from geographies across the world, and the equipment that we have today in India is contemporary, it is the latest, and the equipment, the practices, the technology that we are using is definitely the most modern. And I would also like to say here that it is being driven by the government to try and bring about a major shift from what was earlier to what is today, to build a very strong infrastructure that lasts, and infrastructure that is very, very the highest quality and reliability.
Touched upon absolutely the right point, sir, and we have seen that change in the infrastructure industry as well. And you rightly mentioned that, you know, the path-breaking technology that we are using today has actually changed the face of the nation as well. Mr. Krishnan, Prime Minister Narendra Modi's Make in India campaign definitely is focused on facilitating investment, fostering innovation, enhancing skill development, protecting intellectual property, and definitely building the best-in-class manufacturing infrastructure. Sir, how can equipment manufacturers in the construction industry can contribute towards the nation building?
So first and foremost, thank you again for inviting me to this event. So when it comes to equipment manufacturers, of course, we have to contribute towards building the infrastructure. And how do we contribute towards building the infrastructure? It is by providing the latest equipment locally to make sure that they are available on time with the right quality for building this infrastructure. So it's important that we have capacities, plant capacities that can produce the equipment. Obviously, we need to have a lot of skilled workers and, you know, provide employment not only in our organizations but also in our extended enterprise. Secondly, it's about the technology itself. Technology development creates the most highly value-adding jobs, and there, by building products and developing products for India and developing products in India for the world, we are able to create great opportunities for engineers and other kind of competent people to actually contribute towards nation building. And thirdly, and lastly but not least, is that we need to try and maximize the value chain which is made in the country. So we are also making efforts to make sure that the entire value chain is maximized within India. Maximum amount of value add is within the country, and hence we are able to impact the youth by providing additional employment opportunities.
Powered by 1 billion consumers, India has now emerged to be the world's fastest growing large economy. In this budget, will the Finance Minister announce measures and policy initiatives that will boost consumption in India? Join me, Nilesh Shah, as I analyze the budget on ET Now.
Co-powered by ET Money. Download the ET Money app now. In association with Signature Global, making India affordable.
Why did life test me? Why did it try to crush me, shake me, break me? Why me? Because it knew if I could take this test, I could take anything and say, that was easy.
Rakesh Junwala wants to go easy on trading. He does not want to trade as aggressively as he did, let's say, couple of years ago.
I have felt that for the last 25 years. कि क्या करो अभी छोड़ दो ट्रेडिंग में वो छुट्टी.
Once a trader, always a trader.
What the sources are confirming to us.
We have learned from our sources
रेलवे मंत्रालय जल्द ही रेल पहियों को लेकर के एक बड़ा टेंडर जारी कर सकता है।
After wholesale-based CBDC, now retail CBDC is up for pilot testing.
A proposal to merge Air India and Vistara.
केटराव स्वदेश की खबर पर आज मुहर लग गई है।
Kirit Parikh Committee on Natural Gas Pricing has submitted its report to the government.
The news has been confirmed that LIC has already withdrawn 2 term insurance.
हमारी खबर पर एक बार फिर मुहर लगी है।
Hello and welcome. You're watching Markets at Noon. Midway through the trading day, we help you catch all the trading action.
And get the bigger picture of the equity markets.
We help you screen through all the clutter and get you research insight.
Master the market sentiment during the most active trading hour of the day.
Get exceptional winning strategies from our technical analysts as well as expert views coming in from the market makers. Catch Markets at Noon every trading day only on ET Now.
Rakesh Jhunwala wants to go easy on trading. He does not want to trade as aggressively as he did, let's say, couple of years ago.
I always used to, I have felt that for the last 25 years. कि क्या करो अभी छोड़ दो ट्रेडिंग में वो छुट्टी.
Once a trader, always a trader.
What the sources are confirming to us.
We have learned from us. रेलवे मंत्रालय जल्द ही रेल पहियों को लेकर के एक बड़ा टेंडर जारी कर सकता है।
After wholesale-based CBDC, now retail CBDC is up for pilot testing.
A proposal to merge Air India and Vistara.
केटराव स्वदेश की खबर पर आज मुहर लग गई है।
Kirit Parikh Committee on Natural Gas Pricing has submitted its report to the government.
The news has been confirmed that LIC has already withdrawn 2 term insurance.
हमारी खबर पर एक बार फिर मुहर लगी है।
Hello and welcome. You're watching Markets at Noon. Midway through the trading day, we help you catch all the trading action.
And get the bigger picture of the equity markets.
We help you screen through all the clutter and get you research insight.
Master the market sentiment during the most active trading hour of the day.
Get exceptional winning strategies from our technical analysts as well as expert views coming in from the market makers. Catch Markets at Noon every trading day only on ET Now.
So definitely, Make in India has proved that the construction ecosystem in India has advanced. And Mr. Singh, how has Bauma Conexpo India contributed towards the overall construction ecosystem in India?
Sure. So a bit on Bauma. So Bauma started in Germany in 1954. That's close to 70 years. It has been the center of the whole world's construction industry. It's spread across an area of almost 6 million square feet. You know, that is bigger than 85 football fields, making it the biggest exhibition on the planet. When it comes to Bauma Conexpo India, it's been active in the Indian market for over 15 years. In 2 weeks' time, on 31st of January, it will open its gates for over 50,000 participants who will come to witness latest innovations from the exhibitors, which is 600 plus exhibitors from 25 countries, and which will open its innovation and technological display of machinery, equipments, solutions for the industry. As you know, because of COVID, we could not conduct this exhibition, so it's happening after a long time. We are looking forward to it. And I also feel because of this gap, this year would see a record number of new launches. There is a big focus on low emissions, so we foresee a big increase in electric construction machinery on site. There is a big focus on IoT, machine-to-machine communication, artificial intelligence. All of these things coming together, I believe, will create a very interesting buffet for the industry to come forward, witness, benefit from it, and in a way, benefit the overall ecosystem of the industry.
Mr. Garg, my question to you is that 2023 edition of the International Construction Trade Fair that will take place at India Expo Center in Greater Noida in UP. Sir, what is the advantage of Greater Noida for this trade fair?
We see that the state of Uttar Pradesh is on a massive overdrive to create infrastructure. We see a government that is focused on infrastructure development, and we also see that a lot of the infra companies today, the large ones, are centered around this geography, and we therefore felt that being here at the doorstep of our customers would be great, and the India Expo Center, where the exhibition is going to be held, is one of the state-of-art exhibition centers. It has all the facilities that are required, it has proper connectivity, it also has a lot of infrastructure in and around the Expo Center. So to my mind, the fact that UP as a state is a state that is focusing on infrastructure growth, that we have a lot of our infra companies who are in this part of the country, this would be a great experience for all of them, for us to showcase our technologies. And to my mind, technology is all about having the relevant kind of technology, the relevant kind of solution which helps our customers. And therefore, being in Noida, to be with our customers and showcase to them the latest developments that we as an industry have been making over the last couple of years.
Absolutely, sir. And we are also waiting to see what India Expo Center brings this time. Mr. Singh, what business problem does Bauma Conexpo India solve, especially for this sector, this industry?
You know, our company's purpose is to enable meaningful handshakes and to unlock business opportunities. And that's what we do with the over 20 exhibitions that we conduct in India. Coming to Bauma Conexpo India, you see, construction is a multi-stakeholder complex industry, right? There are project delays, there could be cost escalation problems, there could be an impact on the communities where the project is taking place, there could be technology upgradation challenges. And unless there is effective communication between all the stakeholders, there is exchange of ideas between all these stakeholders, there could be challenges. That's exactly where Bauma Conexpo India comes into the picture. So we bring all the stakeholders from the government side, and when I say government, it means center and the state involved. It brings the private players, both from the demand and supply side, and also the academia, all under one roof to create this ideation, this discussion, which is required for the industry to move forward. To give you an example, a big issue, as one of the panelists mentioned. We want to address that issue through one of the conferences which is taking place co-located with the show, which is focusing on operator skilling so that they are future ready for complex projects. Another side event we have is Indo-European Roundtable, where we will have real-time issues on the and learn from the experiences of our European counterparts and vice versa. So broadly, if you see, what Bauma does is, if I have to keep it in two buckets, one bucket is that it helps the participants to go back with lot more insights, lot more solutions for their business. On the other hand, it unlocks big businesses. A lot of JVs are signed during the show. There is MOU signing between various partners. Lot of demand side is able to place orders for heavy machinery on site. And thanks to all the banks who are available during the show, they can also quickly approve the loans. So on the other hand, it unlocks a lot of business opportunities, and that's Bauma's way, Bauma Conexpo India's way to help the industry solve problems on multiple levels.
Mr. Krishnan, we all have seen that COVID-19 pandemic brought numerous challenges ahead of definitely every sector, in the construction industry was also something that was not untouched. With the international mega construction event that is coming up, what will be the key benefit for the Indian OEMs to participate on this platform?
First and foremost, let me say that Indian construction equipment industry is a microcosm of the world. India is the third largest construction equipment industry in the world after China and the US. And in India, we have all brands coming from all different geographies present with investments for manufacturing, R&D, and the supply chain in India. And in that sense, partnering with a global exhibition brand like Bauma and Conexpo coming together as Bauma Conexpo in India is a great opportunity, because most of our brands connect with these two major global expos in their home geographies too. So that's one major thing. That means that Indian construction equipment industry's capabilities also flow much more into the globe, and it attracts more opportunities to India.
Mr. Garg, in the end, I would like to ask you, you have been into this business for very long now. We have seen growth in Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities as well. How do you see India standing in terms of improvement of infrastructure from the government as well as from the private point of view?
Actually, if you were to see what it was a few years back and what it is today, there has been an absolute transformation. The government is very focused on not only developing the urban areas, but if India, which is the second India as they call it, Bharat lives in the rural areas. And if we have to realize the potential of being a very strong country and of being able to move our produce from these areas into urban areas or move them for exports, infrastructure at these places has become very vital. And I can tell you, Anuya, that whenever we travel, we see a total change. We see that the roads are much better. The railway infrastructure is beginning to show a lot of change. You look at the freight corridors that the government has come up with, the dedicated freight corridors. You look at the ports, you look at the airport connectivity in these areas. So there's a total transformation. I would even say it's a silent revolution that is taking place in the background to ensure that the Tier 2 or Tier 3 cities, as they were hitherto known, slowly emerge as the hub of activity. And we, as construction equipment manufacturers, are really seeing this happen, that there are a lot of infra companies, a lot of contracting companies who are coming up from these smaller towns who are showing us the ability to say that we can do things differently, we are willing to embrace technology, we are looking at cost effectivity, we are looking at better products, we are looking at better services. And in my own sense, this whole, I would say, the whole thing is getting spread all across India. And you are seeing these nuclei of growth all over the place, which will catalyze the entire industry and help us as truly becoming the second or third largest, I mean today we're the third largest, becoming the second largest construction equipment industry globally, and realize the ambition and dreams not only of our policymakers, of our government, but also the people of India.
In the end, Mr. Krishnan, do you also see this as a silent revolution, and what challenges do you think that, India is still facing, though we are way ahead of the curve, but what challenges do you see the Tier 2, Tier 3 infrastructure sector facing?
Silent revolution is because it doesn't get talked much about in the media. We only get to see it because of big bites. But the basic infrastructure, whether it is the district level, it's at the the PMGSY project. I mean, just one example, which is connecting every village to the major roads, has been delivering good quality roads. And if you today travel in the hinterland, you will see your map application giving you directions through roads through the villages, which are as good as national highways. So I think there is a clear change in the way infrastructure is being built. The other thing I would also say is that, in Tier 2, Tier 3 cities also we are seeing a lot of self-employment happening. Our customers are living in these places. They buy one or two equipment, they take up smaller jobs, they take a subcontract from the major contractors, they take up the panchayat work, and then they do this, and they are using latest in equipment. Not only that, they are also becoming very tech savvy. They want a digital technology on these products. So telematics, which is very much coming into most of our products into the industry. The next revolution that will happen will be the technological revolution in our industry. As Bhupinder was mentioning earlier, these exhibitions will showcase the next generation of technology. I can also say from Volvo's perspective, we will be showcasing the next big technological shift in our industry in this particular exhibition. And I would like to invite everybody to come and watch that. What is it that is coming?
Okay. And my last question to you, Mr. Singh, what was the idea behind the theme Future of Nation Building?
Well, that's why Baumacon India exists. That's the drive that we have to organize this show. So on one hand, we have the light and sound and big exhibition and buyer-seller interacting. But the central reason for this show to exist is also to enable the future of nation building. To give you an example, 2 weeks ago, we started Bharat Nirman Mahotsav. Now, the whole idea of this journey, which is a journey on wheels, is to cover 17 cities across 7 states, covering a total area of 4,000 kilometers. Idea is to go to the tier 2, tier 3 cities, acknowledge the contractors, the builders, the people working on ground, and thank them for their contribution to the nation building. At the same time, also invite them to this platform where they can come, they can stay abreast with the fast changing trends, and where we can also equip them with the latest information and technology so that they can do what they do better. So I think this is, in one small way, our baby step contribution to the nation building idea. And I'm very happy that under the able leadership of our chairman, Mr. Garg, and ICMA, DK, this industry has come together to take the show where it is. And that's the reason that this is the record year for us, that since the inception, thanks to Make in India, thanks to the vision of the government, we have a record number of domestic companies participating. This number we have never seen before. So we all are looking forward to the trade show, and also, as I said, a lot of meaningful discussions.
Thank you so much, gentlemen, for joining me into this conversation, and definitely you guys have given us more information into the world of construction and manufacturing. It has been a great discussion, and with this we look forward to Bauma ConExpo India 2023 presents Building New India, an event that will dive deeper to bring answers to the challenges posed ahead of the industry in the coming times. Thanks for watching.
अपने घर और कमर्शियल स्पेसेस को बनाइए अल्ट्रा मॉडर्न, इनोवेटिव, इको फ्रेंडली विद क्विक इंस्टॉलेशन. ऑल दिस एट द वन स्टॉप डेस्टिनेशन, यूरोप्रतीक.
जब छीटे हवाएं मेरे दिल को छू जाए, it's awesome, I feel alive, and it feels awesome.
जिंदा दिल ताजगी सिंथॉल लाइम और कूल के साथ. Alive is awesome.
100 Mania Season 10. Participate to win prizes every day. WhatsApp us on 916-000-1049. 916-000-1049. 100 Mania Season 10. Every night at 8:45. Only on Movies Now.
Rakesh Jhunwala wants to go easy on trading. He does not want to trade as aggressively as he did, let's say, couple of years ago.
I always used to, I have felt that for the last 25 years. कि क्या करो, अभी छोड़ दो ट्रेडिंग में, वो छुट्टी.
Once a trader, always a trader.
What the sources are confirming to us.
We have done from our sources.
रेलवे मंत्रालय जल्द ही रेल पहियों को लेकर के एक बड़ा टेंडर जारी कर सकता है.
After wholesale-based CBDC, now retail CBDC is up for pilot testing.
A proposal to merge Air India and Vistara.
कीटनाव स्वदेश की खबर पर आज मुहर लग गई है.
Kirit Parikh Committee on Natural Gas Pricing has submitted its report to the government.
The news has been confirmed that LIC has already withdrawn 2 term insurance.
हमारी खबर पर एक बार फिर मुहर लगी है.
Hello and welcome. You're watching Markets at Noon. Midway through the trading day, we help you catch all the trading action.
And get the bigger picture of the equity markets.
We help you screen through all the clutter and get you research insight.
Master the market sentiment during the most active trading hour of the day.
Get exceptional winning strategies from our technical analysts as well as expert views coming in from the market makers. Catch Markets at Noon every trading day only on ET Now.
Rakesh Jhunwala wants to go easy on trading. He does not want to trade as aggressively as he did, let's say, couple of years ago.
I always used to, I have felt that for